Hi there, this is Beth from the Sterling Public Library, here to talk to you about a couple more books from our young adult department. So this week, I'm sort of cheating. I don't have a brand new book because I haven't read a brand new book that I want to talk about yet, so lightly. So I'm going to talk about ones that aren't very old though. So the first one I want to talk about is this one. It's called Field Notes on Love by Jennifer E. Smith, and it was published in 2019, so it's not that old. So this one is a really cute romance. I'm going to read you the first line. May wakes, as she does each morning, to the sound of a train. So this book is, it's about Hugo, who's from England, and May, who's from somewhere on the East Coast, and they both are ready to start college. And through some interesting circumstances, they don't know each other at all, but through some interesting circumstances, they end up taking a week-long train trip together across the United States from New York to California. They're both doing it for different reasons, and they each have dreams that they want to do, both very different reasons, but they're both really good characters. You just really root for both of them through the whole thing. Like I said, it was a cute romance. The theme deals a lot with dreams and about what you're going to do to accomplish your dreams, what you might have to sacrifice, and being vulnerable about it. So it's just a super cute romance. So read that one if you like. The other one I want to talk about is this one. It's called The Assassination of Brangwain Spurge. Written by M.T. Anderson and illustrated by Eugene Yelchin. This is a different sort of a format. There's a lot of words in the book, but there are also a lot of illustrations, and the illustrations are actually telling part of the story. So it's a little bit like the Invention of Hugo Cabret, if you guys read that one. It seems on the surface like kind of a middle grade book, but it's got a lot of layers. It's a bit of a political satire. I can't really read you the first line because the first line is illustrations, but I will read you the first written word. Oh, if I can find it here. My dear friend, you'll never believe who I shot out of a crossbow today. So anyway, this book is a fantasy. It takes place in a world where the Kingdom of Elves and the Kingdom of Goblins have been at war for a long time. They've had a shaky truce for the last 5 years, but they still don't really like each other. There's not much, there's no travel between the two countries. They're separated by a mountain range, and nobody goes unless they're fighting. Anyway, so the elves find this artifact that belongs to the goblins, and so they decide to send an emissary who's a historian. They pick an elf historian named Brangwain Spurge, and send him to the Goblin Kingdom. And they put him in a barrel and shoot him out of a crossbow, which is kind of fun. And in the Goblin Kingdom, there's a historian there named Werfel, who is supposed to be his host. And so the two of them have lots of interesting adventures, and they do things together. And it's really kind of fun because you can really see how perceptions change things. Like if you've decided someone is evil, you're going to look at them differently than if you think they're your friend. And it's a very fun, it's a very lighthearted, it's a very witty and quirky book. But there's, as I said before, a lot of layers up to this. So really, I mean, you could read it on the surface level as a middle grader, no problem. Or as an adult, you could really see a lot of layers and things. So this is a good one too. And I hope you guys have a good week. Bye.